everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Amy Crutchfield-Smith, your Director of Sales and Marketing in the Southeast for Regent 7 Seas. Thanks for joining me. I know a little bit today, the time you'll put in today will bring you profits tomorrow. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about Regent 7 Seas, who we are, what makes us different than all the other cruise lines, and a little bit on why you should sell us. We are the world's most all-inclusive luxury experience on a cruise ship. And that's kind of why leads me to why you should sell us. We are the most profitable for you to sell because we include the most. As you can see in the photo, we've got 4 ships now. I'm very proud to say we used to be a cruise line of 3 ships, but now we've added a new ship to our fleet this year. But keep in mind, Regent 7 Seas Cruises, our concept is pay once and you're done. Your clients will forever thank you for putting them on Regent 7 Seas Cruises. What makes us different? What is Regent 7 Seas? Again, we are the most all-inclusive luxury cruise line. We've got 4 ships, all suites. Our minimum accommodation is 301 square feet. That's about the same size as most cruise lines' penthouses and mini suites. So we also, all of our accommodations have walk-in closets, large marble bathrooms. 98% of our fleet have private balconies on all of our accommodations, and 6-star service and fine dining. Now granted, no cruise line is going to tell you they have crummy service and bad food, but we really do have fine dining, and service is not stuffy like you would expect from a luxury product. Specifically, truly all-inclusive, what does that mean? Hey, and the best part is it's almost all commissionable. In our sticker price, you will find round-trip airfare is bundled into the upfront price. Shore excursions, a variety of shore excursions offered in every port of call no matter where you go in the world. Our specialty restaurants, reservations only but no extra surcharge. Prepaid gratuities, great for clients. They don't have to think about who do I tip, how much, what currency. It's already paid for. My personal favorite, unlimited beverages. That includes sodas, fancy coffees, fine wine, beer, top shelf liquor. You also have in-suite minibar in all of our suites. It's replaced every day with whatever you'd like. And also wireless internet throughout the ship. That's included for every suite on every voyage. And also when our clients take our air package, we include transfers between the ship and the airport and vice versa, and reverse. But wait, there's more. We have a level called concierge level. That includes more perks. There's 1-night pre-cruise hotel package included. That allows your clients to go the day before the cruise departs. It allows them to relax, acclimate to their new destination, their new time zone, and also for their luggage, a chance to catch up with them if it's lost in a connection. We also give them a head start on priority reservations for tours and onboard dining. Now, on the penthouse level suites, those include a personal butler. And for 2016, that includes business class airfare to Europe. But also extra in-suite amenities like an iPad, an iPod, a cashmere blanket, binoculars, an Illy espresso machine, little extra perks. The higher the category, the more perks are included. Our ships, 7 Seas Navigator, 7 Seas Voyager, 7 Seas Mariner. These have been in our fleet since 1999. Our 7 Seas Navigator only carries 490 privileged guests. She's all suites, 90% of our suites have balconies, but her minimum accommodation is still 301 square feet. 7 Seas Voyager and Mariner are sister ships, both carrying 700 guests. At 50,000 tons, any other line would put 1,200 to 1,400 people on board. But they only carry 700 guests and 500 crew and staff. That speaks to space, and it speaks to the level of service they're going to get. And then lastly, and most proudly, is our 7 Seas Explorer. This is the new ship that just was christened in July of 2016. She is 56,000 gross tons, carries 750 guests, and 556 crew and staff. The world's most luxurious cruise ship. She is a sight to be seen. And I'm going to show you some pictures of her in a little bit. But stay tuned. She is the world's most luxurious cruise ship, not only because we paid $500 million to build her. Our worst accommodation on our 7 Seas Navigator. Look, that's our suite. That's the worst. It's a suite of 356 square feet. It also includes, and that's the Voyager. This is our Our deluxe suite on Voyager, also 356 square feet. Both suites have large bathrooms with a separate shower and tub, all marble appointed with L'Occitane shampoos and soaps and lotions. Large walk-in closets with California closets with all the drawers and lots of storage space. On our Voyager, we have a larger penthouse suite. This comes with a butler, which is a nice extra level of service. This is our Mariner Butler Suite, a penthouse, over 450 square feet. Very generous in size, extended balcony space as well. And then a little bit larger would be our Mariner Suite, and a little bit larger would be our Owner Suite. Again, I like to show the worst we've got at the very beginning. Now, we dine very well on our ships. Clearly, these people are models. They're very skinny, and they're wearing sparkly tops. And they're very young. But our dining on board is open seating dining. You dine when you want, where you want, with whom you want, what you want. And our specialty dining, there's no extra surcharge. Now, don't be put off by the sparkly top. Our dress code is country club casual. Basically, the rule of thumb is no jeans or t-shirts or flip-flops in the public areas in the evening. There is one dress code for our specialty restaurants. Gentlemen must wear jackets, but no ties are required. In the evening, we have entertainment. We have a show lounge that seats everybody on the ship, a wide variety of entertainment, including a Cirque du Soleil type performance and Burn the Floor, the Beatles tribute. We're doing a lot more with entertainment on board and enrichment series. We've partnered with the Smithsonian, both the magazine and the Institute, to create the Smithsonian Collection. They are guest lecturers that are specialists in their field of study, whether it be art, architecture, history, science, destination, immersion, whatever their expertise is. Not only are they giving lectures on board, hosting cocktails parties on board, but they're also leading tours. On board our ships, we have Canyon Ranch Spa. So this is a great place to use those shipboard credits. Canyon Ranch runs our spa, our health, and our beauty. And so the whole area is open to everybody on the ship. The only thing that costs extra are the treatments themselves. And wonderful little intimate spaces throughout the ship so your clients don't feel crowded at all. Where do we go? We go all around the world, but we do it in a different way. I say many times, Regent 7 Seas, or any way you travel, it's not where you go, sometimes it's how you go, and also sometimes with whom you go. So we go all over the world's greatest destinations in our style. Let's talk a little bit about the Mediterranean. Wide variety of itineraries all throughout the Med in April through November. They're mostly 10-night voyages, and many of them are open jaw. Basically, you fly into one city, sail to another city, and disembark there. With air included, that's not a big deal for many of our clients. And many of our clients like to link them together. With 10 nights sailing the Med and with shore excursions included, you'll find there's almost a port call every single day. I always say our Europe voyages, it's bang for the buck. If people are port collectors, these are your destinations and these are the voyages to look at. Also, Northern Europe. We do not only the Baltic with 3 full days in St. Petersburg, Russia, Scandinavia, but we've added now we do 2 cruises circling around the British Isles. And also, we've added Iceland and Greenland and the Norwegian fjords for 2017. Exciting voyages, great new destinations people want to visit. Everyone goes to Alaska, but we do it Regent style. We depart every Wednesday to Wednesday, a 7-night itinerary one way, whether it be from Vancouver, sail up to Seward, and fly home from Anchorage, or vice versa. Why do we go Wednesday? All the big boys go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We want to avoid the crowds. And it makes a big difference for the clients that sail on 7 Seas Mariner to Alaska. No crowds, no lines. After the Alaska season is over, we sail to Canada, New England on Mariner. She'll go through the canal and start the fall season in September, going from New York to Montreal. And she does this voyage 3 times. New York to Montreal or reverse for 10 nights, going up to Nova Scotia, around into the St. Lawrence Seaway, Quebec City, and Montreal. Wonderful time of year to sail. Great to see Mother Nature's fireworks. And of course we go to the Caribbean. We sail in and out of Miami, the Port of Miami. The nice thing about Regent Seven Seas is you embark and disembark in one of the smaller terminals away from those big monster ships and where they embark or disembark. Our terminal is meant for the smaller vessels, more intimate, more warm welcome greeting than these big, huge warehouse terminals. With our Caribbean sailings, most of them are 10 nights, and they are both Eastern and Western. We do try to vary the islands that we visit and the ports of call we visit. Many times we visit some of the ports that the big ships can't fit their ships, say like a Tortola or St. Bart's. We really try to put our guests away from the crowds and away on some of the smaller islands. Clients are really starting to ask about South America since the Olympics. Well, South America, we circle the entire continent from January to March in 4 different segments. If you can do the whole 4 segments, it's 72 nights, which is nice cruise. You never have to unpack for 72 nights and just sail round trip Miami. But we do counterclockwise. We go Miami through the canal down to Lima, Peru. We offer a Machu Picchu package as well. From Lima, we'll go down around the Horn up to Buenos Aires to Rio. From Rio, we'll go back to Miami, but spend 6 full days in the Amazon River Basin. It's more like an Amazon River cruise than South America, I think. In the winter months, our Voyager will visit Southeast Asia and the Pacific region, like Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, the Philippines, Singapore, Hong Kong, China, and Japan. Longer voyages, people like to link them together to make a grand voyage to get away from the winter cold here in the United States. And in 2018, we're doing a world cruise. We are doing one in 2017, but it's sold out, so I'm not going to talk about it. 2018 World Cruise is on board Seven Seas Navigator. It's going to be round trip Los Angeles for 137 nights. Imagine seeing the world. You're going to visit 5 continents, 28 countries, 64 ports of call, 28 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. We're doing a bunch of overnight stays, 38,528 nautical miles sailed. I'm still playing the Powerball. That's going to be my Powerball trip. Now, who is our typical guest? What are our Regent Seven Seas guests? What do they enjoy? Our guests are kind of unique. They really enjoy those smaller ships. No crowds, no standing in line, that casual, relaxed atmosphere. Like-minded guests, that's a real thing. Remember when I said it's not where you go, but sometimes with whom you go? Our cast of characters, our typical guests between the ages of 55 and 65, they're still working. Only 30% of our clients are retired, which I find surprising. But really, we don't have we don't have cabins. We're not allowed to say the word cabin. So your clients are sailing with other well-educated, well-traveled, interesting people to sought-after destinations. And we focus on quality, not so much quantity. And you know what? The number one thing that I hear from clients sailing on those ships with thousands of guests, they get sick and tired of being nickeled and dimed. I don't know anybody that likes it. So welcome to Regent Seven Seas. You pay once, you're done. No one's going to sell you anything once you're on board. Your whole vacation's paid for before you leave home. And a lot of people tell me, Amy, you work for that cruise line that's the expensive one, right? It's stuffy, it's stiff, it's really, really pricey. And I said, no, we're upscale, but not uptight. We are luxury though, and we are unbeatable value. We are bang for the buck. And when you do comparisons, you'll know that many times if someone's sailing on a premium brand in a mini suite, at the end of the day, after all that nickel and diming, they can afford to sail Regent, and you should try to introduce them to us. What's new with Regent Seven Seas? First and foremost, because we've just come out with Explorer, the world's most beautiful, most luxurious ship in the world, we are spending $125 million to refurb all 3 ships. Now, the Seven Seas Navigator was done in April of 16. October of 16, we'll do the Voyager, and in April of 17, we're going to refurb the Mariner. What else is new? We have our 2017 and winter of 18 voyage collection now open for bookings, and the new inclusion that we're very proud of is that we're including free business class air beginning in the summer of 17 to all intercontinental cruises. If your clients are sailing from one continent to another, we're going to include business class air. Now the reason we did this is the vast majority of our clients fly business that do our air program choose business class anyway. Let me show you some pictures of our Seven Seas Navigator and her recent refurbishments. Here's our reception area that was totally redone. All new marble flooring and ceiling. Our library, this used to be a cigar lounge, but we no longer have a cigar lounge. We made it into a library, and that is a fake fireplace there. Fireplaces are illegal on cruise ships. The coffee connection, we've relocated and extended the Navigator Lounge. This is where you can get your complimentary espressos, lattes, cappuccinos, fortified or not, with throw a little Bailey's Irish cream in there. Our Galileo Lounge, this is the lounge at the top of the ship. It has windows 270 degrees around the room, so at sunrise or sunset, this lounge is really a great place to be. Our main restaurant, and I was lucky enough to see this ship recently after her refurb. This room really is transformed. They gutted the entire Compass Rose main restaurant and they've redone it from stem to stern. It is absolutely beautiful. Totally different looking altogether. Our casual restaurant called La Veranda. It's both served as well as buffet. This is open breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And at dinner time, it turns into an Italian bistro called Sette Mare at La Veranda. And of course, as you well know, I'm sure many of you speak Italian, Sette Mare means seven seas. Our deluxe suite on Seven Seas Navigator was totally redone in these wonderful blue colors, all new fabrics, furnishings, new furniture. This is our concierge suite, same dimensions but more amenities. And then moving up to the Navigator suite, this was totally redone as well. That has a door that separates. And then our master suite is these beautiful teals and blues, very nautical looking. That's the living room and that's the bedroom. Now on to Seven Seas Explorer. She is our newest ship. We're very proud to say that we were christening her in Monte Carlo on July 13th of 2016. She was christened by Her Serene Highness of Monaco. You know, Prince Albert, he married this beautiful Olympic swimmer from South Africa. She's absolutely gorgeous. She christened this new ship. And there is our brain trust. To the far left is Frank Del Rio, our chairman of the board, Prince Albert, his lovely wife, Her Serene Highness, our Captain Leconte, and our president, Jason Montague. This was in Monte Carlo in July of 2016. What an exciting night that was. And she smashed the bottle, this huge bottle, and I love the look on Frank's face. He's going, all right, finally did it, $500 million in 3 years later. This is the entrance hall in our main lobby. You may have seen photos, and don't be afraid, those little white balls, they look like golf balls, those are temporary fixtures because we had ordered some alabaster sculptures to put there. They didn't come in on time. But most of these are my pictures that I took when I was there on board the ship. And looking down from the upper reception area down to that main lobby area. We used all the best materials of everything, hand-picked art. Here's our pool deck, double-tiered, with plenty of room. I was lucky enough to get in the pool before they filled it with water. Our beautiful, round, roomy, double sun decks, plenty of room for everybody. Up on the top deck, I helped unwrap the paddleball tennis rackets. And then the marble, the Italian marble that we use equals an acre, as does the amount of granite that we use on this ship. Some beautiful details. At the bottom of that beautiful stairway that you saw goes into this long hallway. High ceilings, I love those because I'm quite tall. Off to the left is our casino, off to the right is our Explorer Lounge, and at the end of the hall is our Compass Rose restaurant. Compass Rose, this is what you see when you walk in the door, elegance and beauty. And that sculpture on the ceiling, I was lucky enough to meet the designer, and he was explaining how that sculpture represents the ocean and the sea. He explained it a lot more nicer than I did. We also have exclusive Versace design plates for all of our Compass Roses, for all the ships, but this is the first one to debut. And some of the light fixtures are real works of art. And that is Murano glass, if you're wondering. In all of our specialty restaurants, we have a little bar, reception waiting area before they go into the restaurant. Now, the bar is closed here because it hadn't opened yet, but this is the waiting area in Chartreuse. This is the beautiful French restaurant. Chartreuse is the name of the restaurant. I'm not sure if it's after the drink or the color, but if you drink enough of that stuff, you turn that color. And the other ships will be introducing Chartreuse as their French restaurant as we refurb them. This is the coffee bar. This is Coffee Connection. It's real comfy, wumpy couches and a wonderful barista to make you a cappuccino, espresso. Also, there's snacks and the automated machines. Don't ask me why, but on those machines, they offer a decaf espresso. Why the heck would you bother? But wonderful gathering spot. This is the little bar and entryway into Prime 7. Prime 7 is our upscale steakhouse, much like a Ruth's Chris or a Capitol Grill or a Three Forks. And this is the Prime 7 room divided into a lot of banquets and large tables. And our Pan-Asian restaurant has this wonderful prayer wheel sculpture at the entrance hall, at the entrance of the restaurant, and they had to reinforce the floor because it was so heavy. This is Pacific Rim, a wonderful Asian. It's a blend of a lot of different Asian cuisines and presented beautifully. I have to say, absolutely the most beautiful dining I've had. I didn't want to eat any of it. It was so beautiful. And on La Veranda, I thought I'd take a picture of the veranda. This is alfresco dining. You can do it morning, lunchtime, or evening, and it's really delightful to eat outside when the weather's nice. Our library, again, a fake fireplace, but the interesting thing about our library is that not only is it wonderful, filled with wonderful travel books, but I walked in, it smelled like a tack shop or a purse store, and I said, ooh, there's so much leather in here. Well, it turns out the floor is leather. Amazing. And then our show lounge, our theater has these wonderful seats, very comfortable with the rotating little seats, and there's also cocktail service. And those little lamps are little Murano glass lamps as well on the little tables. And this is a view of Barcelona from our observation lounge at the top of the ship. Beautiful views in the sunrise and sunset. Now, the one thing that this ship has that the other ships don't have is the Culinary Arts Kitchen. We spent $5 million building this facility. It has 18 individual cooking stations. It has television cameras up front for the instructor. So everyone, it's very hands-on cooking classes. There is an added charge for this, but well worth it. I really think this is a wonderful experience and a great enrichment. And we will feature the cuisine of the places that we're traveling, and each student participant will walk away with the recipes and gets to eat what they made. And our instructors are from the Culinary Institute of America, so they know what they're doing. There is an extra added cost, and we do offer it twice and sometimes 3 times a day, depending on where we are in the world and the itinerary. We will also offer in some ports of call the Gourmet Explorer Tours. This will be led by the CIA instructor, and there will be food and wine featured depending on where we are in the world. Our Canyon Ranch Spa has this fabulous gym and an infinity pool out back, lots of little intimate spaces with priceless works of art. There's over 1,200 pieces of original artwork handpicked by our chairman, and then I thought I'd show you the concierge level suite. This was the mock-up shot that was taken in the dockyard about 8-10 months before we debuted the ship, and this is my suite. When I embarked, they hadn't have the tiebacks on the curtains yet, but the one thing I love about the Category F is that the beds face the window and the balcony. So you can lay in bed and you can see your toes, but you can also see the ocean. And that TV is facing a little couch, but you can pull the TV out where it faces the bed. Very roomy. It's 440 square feet, very generous space, huge bathroom, long and thin. It has a deep bathtub and a wonderful shower on the very end there, all marble appointed, lots of drawer space, double sinks, and L'Occitane amenities. Our concierge levels, our private balconies are very deep on this ship. Our typical average balcony is about 88 square feet. On the other ships, it starts at 50. So this way you can have chaise lounges on these balconies, not just the 2 chairs and a table. And then going up a category, this is the penthouse with sliding pocket doors, so you can separate the living area and the bedroom area. The penthouse suite bathroom, also double sinks, lots of drawers and storage space, separate area. Master suite, again, very large, varies from 1,100 up to 1,800 square feet. And then, of course, we made the Regent suite. The Regent suite is one-of-a-kind address at sea, the most exclusive at sea. It's 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, private wraparound balcony, and your own exclusive butler. This is the mock-up or the digital rendering that it was supposed to look like before we saw it. And this is a picture of the bedroom and the bed. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had inserted some pictures of the actual suite. Beautiful suite. Let me just say, it was the rendering. The specs were for 3,900 square feet for this space. It turns out the Italian workers made it too large. It is, honest to God, it's 4,440 square feet. So lots of space. Seven Seas Explorer has its own exclusive entertainment that's not done on any other ship. They're custom designed stage productions just for this ship. That would include A Day in Hollywood, A Salute to Peggy Lee, and Burn the Floor, My Revolution, which is a salute to the Beatles. So what do I do with all those shipboard credits, Amy? Because that's the amenity that we've picked for all your groups, and steer your clients towards your groups because that locks in a lower fare, but it also gives them shipboard credits. You can use them on spa treatments, in the gift shop or the boutique, dry cleaning or laundry service. You can book a private car and driver on board the ship and use shipboard credits for that. Or if you're used to drinking Dom Perignon, you can use it for that. We do include Veuve Clicquot in our champagne and top shelf liquor, but if your clients like really wonderful special wine or a vintage of scotch that's aged 50 years, that would cost a little extra. But one of the things that people like is having shipboard credits. They feel like they can enjoy the spa, they can have somebody else do their laundry, and it is an extra perk that a lot of people go, oh, I don't need that, but trust me, they love having it. Lastly, I want to tell you, I really grabbed a couple quotes that resonated to me and resonates to you as a business person. The more you focus on the value of your product or service, the less important the price becomes. Don't ever sell on price, you'll lose. And if you sell from your own pocket, you'll lose. Always try to sell the product that sells itself again and again and again. And trust me, we bring home very happy clients, and they will repeat and they will refer. And they're going to thank you for introducing them to Regent 7 Seas. Lastly, my favorite quote is from Gucci. Aldo Gucci, the bitterness of poor quality remains long after the sweetness of a low price is forgotten. So don't forget that. Sell quality, and you'll be profitable in the end. This is your team. Hey, look, there's me. And I'm wearing green. That's me. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing, my inside account executive. She's my help in the office in Miami. Her name is Annie Hawthorne. Go to our Travel Agent Center. Log on as a travel agent. Our main website, down in the bottom right-hand corner, it says Travel Agent Center. Make sure you sign up for all of our promotional and our emails, because then you're in the loop. You know all about our promotions, our gift cards, all the special offers that we're doing, any itinerary changes or anything that's happening at Regent 7 Seas. You want to be in the loop. Here are our contact information. Your first point of contact is to go to that reservations line. If you come to me with a booking problem, I send it to a res supervisor. I don't have access to the res system. If I did, I'd give all your clients upgrades for free. So that's why they don't give me access. If it's a sales question, you can get somebody right away during business hours at the sales service line, or call Annie. I'm best reached by email because I have the whole Southeast. I'm usually in my car. So with that, I want to say thank you for tuning in. I hope the time you spent today will make you more profitable in the long run. I wish you the best, and thank you so much for selling Regent 7 Seas.